Hey guys, this is Angie and welcome to my sales bin. It's basically a series when I go through more or less obscure games that I have no recollection of purchasing ever, which probably means that I got it during one of my many shopping sprees during Steam sale, GOG sale, or Humble sale. So either way, first thing that I'm gonna play is Boor, I think. It's a platformer game with a small twist that is one of the talents of the main character. I don't even know her name because I'm not sure if she's ever called anything. She can create a clone of herself. Maybe not exactly a clone, like a shadow that can interact with the world. And overall, I really like this game. I spent already a few hours with it. I have only one problem with it, and this problem is level 82 because it's impossible. I've been, I think, trying to finish it for the last, I don't remember, a few hours at least. And either way, one of the other problems that I have is the controls, because although the controls are pretty simple, you have regular controls using the arrow keys, but other than that, you have the restart button, let's say cloning button, and jump. So it's not that much, right? Although the controls are simple, I sometimes feel like the way the character moves is a bit slow, and with the difficulty level at the earlier stages, I thought that, oh, okay, it's a nice game, it looks pretty nice, it's pretty easy, it's probably for kids. But I noticed that it has some, let's say, weird spikes in difficulty. Like at one moment you have this pretty easy level, and then suddenly there's either a boss fight or something like that where you just have no idea what to do, and suddenly the difficulty level is just over the charts. So that's why I mean, instead of, you get a slow progression when you are learning new stuff. Like for example, you learn a new mechanic within the game, and you have first very easy puzzles and they get progressively harder, but still they are on this, let's say, kids level, in my opinion. When suddenly you are forced to do some very hard stuff, like timing the jumps at the right second, and suddenly you are getting timed puzzles, like when at the very beginning of the game there wasn't anything like that. And also I would say that sometimes this game can be very punishing because some levels have many segments, and when you, for example, finish the first segment, you die, well, too bad, you are starting over. But then you finish the first segment, you finish the second segment, and then you die, and you need to repeat everything from the beginning. And sometimes it's just, let's say, maybe not exhausting, but it's irritating. I really like the color palette and the overall look of the game. It's very nice. I would say that it's a bit more it's a bit more optimistic version of Limbo. It's a bit simpler and overall less morbid. I would say it has an interesting story, but to be honest, it wouldn't be true, because the story basically is that people have reached the space, they created a colony called Eden, and everything went well. They created an AI that was taking care of the people, but something happened that suddenly the AI went rogue, and it stopped listening to people, it started killing people, and it all just went to shit, let's say. I don't think it's a very good story, but maybe it's just me because I really like robots and artificial intelligence and all that stuff. I know that we should consider the fact that evil AI may want to kill us, but on the other hand, if we won't create it evil, it won't have the incentive to do that, right? Also, when I started the game, the key bindings was really strange. The cancel and menu button that usually you have under escape, here it was under enter. The jump was under, I don't know, A, I think, which was also confirmation. So in the main menu, when you wanted to pick something, you had to press A, which is very strange for me. Overall, I'm not sure what to think about this game. Because like I said, there are some moments when I think it's not challenging enough for an adult. But there are moments when I think it's too challenging for kids. I'm not sure what does this game want to be. I am not sure what is this game's target audience. And I'm not sure if this game knows it, or rather if the creators of this game knew what they wanted to do. I think they were like stuck somewhere between Limbo, Braid, and maybe something else, something similar, but I'm not sure. But I would say overall, technically, this is a pretty good game. Apart from the fact that the character sometimes moves terribly slow, and I just can't deal with this sometimes. I have also noticed something strange, that there are sometimes cutscenes that have no sound, although they seem pretty dramatic and seem like there should be something. I think boss battles are one of the most frustrating when it comes to this repeating from the very beginning part. I'm not sure if this was supposed to, remind you of some old titles that had similar mechanic that were just unforgiving and they were still like kids games, but I don't know, maybe I'm old, but I sometimes feel that I'm playing a game not to be, not to get good, but to have fun. And sometimes you're just not having fun if you are constantly failing. I mean, I don't know what to think about this game because it's not groundbreaking. It won't be the next Limbo. It doesn't have any very original mechanic because this is exactly what we've seen in a few other games. The story is pretty straightforward, although a bit so-so. I wish I could skip the cutscenes. I wish my character could walk faster. I wish the spikes in difficulty weren't so ridiculous sometimes. But I think it's a good game to pass the time from time to time. I have no idea for how much money did I get it, or when did I get it, or how old is it, or anything. If it's ever on sale, I think you guys can get it. But right now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Let me know what you think, because this is a new series and I was just wondering if you liked it, if you liked the format, and if you have any comments or any ideas what I could change or how should I show stuff or talk about it, let me know. Thanks again.